Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Former undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns has been absent since Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins attacked him on Raw after WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. The terror of Rollins' faction has increased with Bronson Reed officially joining the stable at Saturday night's main event. Hence, the WWE Universe is now wondering if Roman Reigns will return to weekly programming on tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw. The likely answer is no, as the Stamford-based promotion has not announced the OTC for the show yet. That said, he could make a surprise appearance tonight. Roman Reigns' inclusion in the storyline against Seth Rollins and his heel crew would hike the excitement and anticipation for the 2025 Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Recent media reports have pointed to the undisputed tribal chief landing a major role in the Hollywood film Street Fighter alongside Jason Momoa. Therefore, if the rumors about him playing Akuma in Street Fighter are true, WWE would want to use Roman as much as possible before he potentially starts his Hollywood career. In an episode of WrestleVotes Q&A last month, Joey Votes stated that the undisputed tribal chief was expected to be at the Money in the Bank PLD on June 7. Furthermore, the Wrestling Insider stated that Roman Reigns might return early and get involved in the build-up. It will be interesting to see if the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion returns in the coming weeks and seeks revenge on the Seth Rollins-led heel faction. The echoes of the tribal war still linger in the WWE Universe following the emotionally charged events of WrestleMania 41, and yet a new question looms large over the landscape of professional wrestling. Will Roman Reigns make his long-awaited return to WWE Raw following Saturday night's main event 2025? After suffering a stunning and controversial loss that sent shockwaves across the industry, the head of the table has remained silent, choosing absence over acknowledgement. But that silence might not last much longer. A tumultuous road to WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns' journey to WrestleMania 41 was unlike any before. As the reigning tribal chief and longest-reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion in modern history, Reigns had transcended the role of a mere superstar. He had become an institution, a presence that loomed over both Raw and SmackDown, influencing outcomes and dictating fates. But cracks in the bloodline foundation had begun to show. From the shocking departures of the Usos to the rise of Solo Sikoa's own ambition, and the arrivals of Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, the faction evolved into something unrecognizable. The build to WrestleMania 41 was laced with betrayal, family strife, and shifting allegiances. Roman was more isolated than ever by the time the main event bell rang. And when the dust settled, it was Roman Reigns who fell, not just to his opponent, but to the weight of the legacy he had carried for over 3 years. His departure from the scene was swift and telling. No post-match address, no backstage interview, just a broken warrior walking away into the night. Saturday night's main event, the perfect turning point? WWE's Saturday night's main event in 2025 may not hold the grandeur of WrestleMania, but its strategic timing and nostalgia-heavy branding always make it a meaningful pit stop on the road to SummerSlam. It was at this year's edition that Solo Sikoa, now operating as the ruthless new tribal chief of a reimagined bloodline, made a chilling statement by taking out a top Raw superstar in a savage beatdown, clearly aiming to cement his dominance across both brands. But one thing was clear: no one in the new bloodline uttered Roman Reigns' name. The omission was loud, and it left fans speculating whether this blatant disregard of Roman's legacy would finally force the big dog to rise again. Signs pointing toward a return on Raw. There are several subtle yet significant indicators that Roman Reigns could re-emerge on Raw in the aftermath of Saturday night's main event. For one, WWE Creative has deliberately kept his name alive on commentary. Michael Cole and Corey Graves have referred to Roman as conspicuously absent and have raised questions about the legitimacy of Solo's new leadership. Paul Heyman, once the special counsel to Reigns, has remained uncharacteristically silent, neither endorsing Solo Sikoa nor condemning the new bloodline's direction. There's also the unresolved tension with Cody Rhodes. While Rhodes may have moved on to new challengers post-WrestleMania, the American Nightmare was the one who finally dethroned Reigns. Roman never spoke about the loss, never acknowledged Cody, and never demanded a rematch. That lack of closure is uncharacteristic for the tribal chief, who meticulously controlled his narrative throughout his reign. If there's one man who Roman might seek to confront upon returning, it could very well be Rhodes, if only to reclaim a sense of identity after his empire crumbled. Another factor to consider is the upcoming WWE draft. Scheduled for just weeks after Saturday night's main event, the draft represents a natural inflection point for major returns and power shifts. WWE could capitalize on the buzz by having Roman Reigns return to Raw, either as a surprise draftee or to confront the Red Brand's leadership and challenge the new order established in his absence. A face-to-face with Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, or even Triple H himself would signal a seismic shift in the hierarchy of Raw. What would a Roman Reigns return look like? If Roman Reigns does return to Raw, expect the moment to be crafted with cinematic intensity. This is not the Reigns of 2020, a freshly heeled, suit-clad manipulator who allied with Heyman. This is a Roman Reigns who has endured defeat, betrayal, and silence. The return would need to feel like a rebirth, not just a comeback. Whether he aligns with Heyman again, appears solo, or shockingly recruits new allies to challenge the Bloodline 2.0, the narrative options are plentiful. There's a case to be made for Roman to return as a tweener, or even as a babyface for the first time in years. The audience, once polarized in their support, now seems more unified in their desire to see him return, not as a tyrant, but as a fallen king with a chip on his shoulder. The emotional resonance of such a return would be off the charts, especially if framed around themes of redemption, respect, and legacy. One particularly tantalizing scenario involves Roman confronting Solo Sikoa directly. The seeds for this clash have already been planted. Solo stepped up in Roman's absence, took over the bloodline, and reshaped it in his own violent image. For Roman, whose entire championship reign was rooted in family hierarchy and acknowledgement, this blatant usurpation cannot go unanswered forever. A returning Roman Reigns might not only want revenge, he might want to dismantle what his cousin has become. The elephant in the room, Roman Reigns' health and schedule. Of course, any speculation must acknowledge the reality of Roman Reigns' health and career status. The former champion has embraced a part-time schedule in recent years, choosing quality over quantity in his storytelling. Following his physical and emotional toll at WrestleMania 41, there's every possibility that Roman is simply taking time to recuperate before launching into his next arc. There are also persistent rumors that Reigns is eyeing a transition to Hollywood. Though nothing has been confirmed, his recent absence only fueled speculation that his full-time wrestling days may be numbered. If true, a Raw return would be not just a comeback, it could be the beginning of a final chapter. That doesn't mean WWE would squander the opportunity. If Roman is heading toward a last run, expect every second of it to be maximized for drama, emotion, and ticket sales. A redemption arc culminating at SummerSlam or even Survivor Series could be the fitting send-off Reigns deserves. And Raw could serve as the launchpad. A return to Raw. Why now? The timing may be the most critical element of all. WWE is navigating a major transitional period. With Cody Rhodes as the face of the company, Gunther elevating the Intercontinental title, and a new generation of stars rising from NXT, the need for a grounded, dramatic, and emotionally resonant return has never been higher. Roman Reigns provides that in spades. Raw, often dubbed the flagship show, has become the proving ground for narrative innovation under Triple H's creative direction. A Roman return to Raw would signal WWE's commitment to high-stakes storytelling and provide a counterbalance to the chaos unfolding on SmackDown with the Bloodline 2.0. It also opens the door to dream match scenarios involving superstars like Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and even Braun Breaker. Fan buzz and social media teases. WWE fans are some of the most vocal and speculative in sports entertainment, and social media is already brimming with theories. Roman Reigns trended on X, formerly Twitter, during Saturday night's main event, despite not appearing on the card. Some fans pointed to cryptic posts from Heyman and Jacob Fatu, hinting at unfinished business, while others noted that WWE's official account recently reposted a Roman Reigns highlight video with the caption, "Will we ever see this again?" That's not a coincidence. WWE knows the value of suspense and surprise. The company's digital footprint often provides clues about upcoming returns, and the buzz surrounding Reigns suggests WWE is priming the audience for a momentous return. Raw, with its live broadcast platform and deep history of shocking returns, is the ideal venue for such an event. Conclusion: a return feels inevitable. But when? While nothing is confirmed, the odds of Roman Reigns returning on WWE Raw after Saturday night's main event are stronger than ever. The narrative threads are ready. The audience is hungry. The bloodline has evolved into something Roman may no longer recognize, and that alone creates a compelling reason for his return. Whether he arrives next Monday or several weeks down the line, one thing is clear: the tribal chief story isn't over. His empire may have fallen, but the man behind the myth still has unfinished business. And when he does return, whether to Raw or another brand, expect it to be nothing short of historic. Until then, the WWE Universe will watch and wait, acknowledging the silence, but knowing it won't last forever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.